Right. Been a hot minute. But I was in the... Wow, that pop-in is terrible. What the hell? I was playing this earlier today. Whatever. Yeah. That was weird. I got in the mood for some more Borderlands, so I figured I would pick this up. Wow, I didn't realize that sprite was actually, like, pretty high quality, given that most people would never look at it. And I did all the Moxie stuff off screen. Not the larger challenges, because those are 20 rounds, which is 100 waves, if I remember correctly. And that'll take like 3 hours for each one. And I don't want to do that. At least not by myself. Because while it wouldn't be hard, because I did all 3 of the smaller challenges earlier today in, like, I want to say hour and a half, 2 hours, it would be extremely tedious. And so there is a achievement related to it, which I do want to do, because I want to get all the achievements for this game if I can do that, but it's definitely going to have to be one of those things that I come back to later. Man, my fucking throat is just... This must be one of those permanent ones. Hold on. Get the dust off that. That did not help at all. Shit. Great. I'm gonna assume... While my throat and lungs were not fantastic before, for obvious reasons, like last year, when I was exposed to all that chlorine gas, my lungs just took like a fucking nosedive, and I'm gonna assume that's pretty much permanent. Man, that's irritating. There, I think that fixed it. Maybe? No? Well, that's as good as it's gonna get. I'm gonna leave it like that for now. But yeah, anyway, my goal is to kind of like finish up all of the listed quests as soon as I can, in terms of like finishing up Borderlands 1 as a whole, try and kill that super boss. I don't remember if that's one that like absolutely necessitates that you have multiple people for it, or if it's doable solo. I can only assume it has to be, because, you know, Borderlands is supposed to be doable solo, even though it's, you know, obviously recommended that you do it with 4 people. But because the max level in this game is 61, right? If I remember correctly, because it was 50 in the base game, or 40 actually, or not 40. Whatever. I remember it being relatively low in the base game, kind of like Fallout, and then the DLC added an additional 10 levels for every, that looks a lot like the, Suit and Prey, now that I think about it. But yeah, for every, like, DLC, they added, like, 10 levels, I believe. So that should be, if it was 40, that should be...
Hey, welcome back.
I don't know, actually. Oh, you're not supposed to be over here. I feel like the game has somehow gotten less stable, despite literally nothing having happened. What the hell? Is there supposed to be a door here? And then...
What more do you want from me?
Weird. Like, you saw me get hitched on that, right?
Come in. Have a look
Okay. Oh. Okay, that's strange. Is there no door here when I'm not looking at it?
Keep at it.
Oh, that's weird. When I'm not looking at it, there's a fucking door there. That's strange. Hey man, how's it going? No idea. But anyway, I was saying, I want to finish up all the stuff in this game so I can move on to the pre-sequel, which I'm going to do before Borderlands 2. Partially because I actually played Borderlands 2. Recently isn't exactly the right word, but definitely a lot more recently than I played this game all the way through. So I want to, what the hell is this thing anyway? Weird. And I want, because I want to not do Borderlands 2 with it so fresh in my mind, especially given how much I kind of really don't like a lot of the enemies in Borderlands 2. Even though they are a lot more varied, I find them to be a lot more annoying as well. Because Borderlands 1 has an almost, like, casual, like, sort of relaxing, like, vibe to it, and Borderlands 2 doesn't have that. But also, I never actually finished Borderlands the pre-sequel. I only played, like, a pretty small amount of it in comparison. So I'd like to play, that first. And it's a prequel to Borderlands 2 anyway, so I might as well, right? Anyway, aside from my fucked up lungs, if you're confused why my voice sounds like this, I'm getting a bit ill. Because it's my day off, which means I get to be sick and not enjoy it. Because that's what always happens. Right. It always resets to the, Jesus Christ. Also, Super Mario... I forget, do the weapons in Nox's armory reset to your level, or do they scale to your level every time you go there? Because I've done that multiple times. Like, I've looked through the fucking, my brain is not working. I've looked through the armory a couple times by now, but it looked like every single time I got something that was like a high level weapon, it was always like a significantly lower level than my character, so it didn't really feel worth it. And there's a certain amount of times you can do his armory quest in a playthrough, and I was wondering if it would be worth it to fucking do it the last time just to clear it off my bar, because I want to have it where all of the weapons, all of the things on my bar are gone, so I can be like, all quests completed, and just like sort of like, you know, check that box, right? I don't think there is an achievement for clearing all the quests in the game. Yeah, it's the other way. Although I do see a turret. How do I get over there? That has to be like... That's how you do it. Okay. Can I jump up there from here? Like, if I were to go up to that... Can I get onto that cliff face from here? I can only assume yes, right? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, those are friendly... Are those friendly turrets? Yes, they are. I was confused because I saw the, yeah. But, ideally I want to finish all the quests. I'm kind of rambling a little bit. I'm not that tired, it's only... Ooh, I'll take that. It's not fantastic, but I need more caustic weapons. Because if you know, like, how I do things, I try to have, like, a different elemental type in each of my things, and preferably of different weapons as well. I want, like, a different shock one, and I want a different caustic one. Because ideally, this would be a caustic shotgun. This shotgun is fantastic, though. It never runs out of ammo, and it does 900 damage base. These are all really good weapons. But I'd like to, like, fine-tune it a little bit more. Man, that would be a hell of a Planeswalker fucking power for your loadout. Just make it so that when you fucking open containers or kill enemies or, you know, whatever, they drop loot. That would be amazing. The hell? Oh, there are lights. Yeah, there's no flashlight in Borderlands, is there? probably be better to use this. If you're wondering, yeah, I'm a little fucking screwed up with the memorization for controls, which is ironic because I played this game for like fucking 3 hours earlier today. But I also played a lot of Halo. I fucking ran into a match with Mint Blitz for some reason. Was not expecting to run into him. That wasn't today, that was yesterday, but, well, technically 2 days before now. Because it's 3 in the morning. It's the whole, yeah, it's not fucking tomorrow until I go to sleep, right? Anyway, I really wish these just auto-collected for you, so you didn't have to do it. But, what was I thinking? Is this the right sniper rifle? Yeah, it should be. That's weird. Really? That dodging is really annoying. Also, I completely forgot how much I despise the, fucking... Yeah, I like how when you come through here, all the guys have, like, fucking been brained. They've been fucking capped. But yeah, no, I really, really hate Lilith's fucking max upgrade where she catches on fire when she kills enemies. It is genuinely infuriating because it means you can't crouch at all if you want to shoot things.
Glorious leader, hath not a Claptrap an eye? If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you poison us, do we not die? Of course we don't, because we're better than all you stinking flesh bags. But if you blow us up, shall we not revenge? Viva la revolution!
God, I forgot how much I hate this fucking level. It's just a big stupid maze, and you can't walk around with the map open at the same time. It literally has a fucking question mark in it. It's so awful. Like, look at this. Ugh. Gross. Anyway, what was I talking about? I can't remember. Yeah, I do wish those fucking things, auto-collected into your inventory. Similarly, I was really confused why I wasn't getting health back with the sniper rifle. But yeah, look, I can't see shit. This is awful. Also, it blows up fucking... Also, I hate that this has, like, only a 2x zoom. Yeah, okay, there. Now I'm getting health back from it. I wonder why I wasn't getting health back before. Is it because the health, things are literally... Oh, shit. Great. Is it because the health things are physical effects in the world? And if you... if they hit an object, it prevents them from getting on you. I wish I could zoom in like one more level, you know? Also, is it just me, or like, is the artificial sway on this gun like I had to lead that a lot to get that to fucking hit. Damn it. I do always really like the guns in Borderlands, specifically the sniper rifles for some reason. I don't mean like in terms of gameplay, they're always super finicky. But I did always really like them from a design perspective. I felt like the revolver rifles for sniper rifles was always really interesting. If I remember correctly, every single sniper rifle in Borderlands 1 is a revolver rifle. With maybe like one exception. I think there's a Malawan sniper rifle type that is magazine fed. I think it's the one I have. Yeah, this one. This one's magazine fed. Let me take a look at this. Yeah, but it's more of a fucking DMR than a sniper rifle, really. Really effective, though. I like it a lot. But I also like the Pearl sniper rifle, as mentioned previously. Whitting's elephant gun's one of my favorites, but it really, it's hard to use. Like, it has an extremely helpful, what's the word I'm looking for? Bonus multiplier for criticals, and you can get that thing to do, like, an insane amount of damage, even with it being such a low-level gun. That being said, it's probably better when you get, like, because you can get, you know, higher level versions of some guns by replaying quests. However, that's one of the ones I think you can only get by replaying it in New Game Plus. Borderlands New Game Plus seems kind of pointless to me, because it's going to be exactly the same as when you did it the first time. It doesn't feel like... Okay, so I should be able to just go... The fact that there's no, like... You can't see doors or topography differences in this is infuriating. Like, yeah, that's this, right? But, God, this is infuriating. I really, really dislike this entire layout. Why did they need to do it like this? Is it only on critical, or is it just all shots? Because it doesn't seem like it... When I was using this in the Underdome, it looked like it was all shots, but now it seems to be only headshots. You know? I don't know. I guess the answer is that if I wanted to play Sniper, I should have played as Mordecai, right? I get that, but also fuck you. You know? I'm gonna try that out. And that wasn't orange, but maybe it's good. Yeah, let's give us a look. Oh, cool. That seems like a shock version of the, fucking, the SMG that I was using before, the, fire one. That should be alright. I know I'm kind of, like, picky in that I want to use either exclusively orange weapons or exclusively fucking red weapons. Red, again, not being the rarity denotation. Red being the, you see how in the description all of these weapons have red text? The red text denotes some kind of special property. It's usually on weapons that are dropped by, like, story characters. But sometimes you get them on, like, non-story weapons. Like, this one is a fucking pearl weapon. I don't think I got this off a main character. But the good touch means that it heals on critical, which is very helpful, especially since it's hard to snipe in this game and not get shot. Like, it's usually... Sniping in this game works when... you have another player or group of players that exist to keep enemies, you know, distracted or what have you. Especially since there is no aim assist or fucking, like, homing in for sniping in this game whatsoever. You just have to fucking hit them raw, and that can be difficult. Especially at distance, since most of the fucking sniper rifles have kind of shitty zooms and are very, like, Borderlands, weirdly enough, actually has pretty good fucking, like, detection on whether or not you're hitting the model, or, like, because they don't have hitboxes that go past the model the vast majority of the time. So if you don't hit them directly, you're probably not going to hit them at all, and that kind of sucks. this fucking gun firing like nitro? Those fucking giant calibers that I can't remember the name of? I wish the bullet flinch wasn't so severe. Like, I'm already having to shoot this thing with a terrible scope. Why is it that all the Pearl sniper rifles have awful scopes, by the way? I can't remember getting a single one where it's like Pearl sniper rifle with a scope that's actually like useful, you know? I don't think this is the right way. Yeah, this is something. Do I have to do it like this? And then go across. Is that the actual way I have to do this? Because if so, fucking Christ. I feel like I already did this too. I will say, Claptrap's Robot Revolution is not my favorite. Of all of the DLCs. I'd like a better shield if possible. I think I got this one in a vending machine though. Oh, I'm gonna have to fight fucking those like weirdo fake Commander Knox or whatever. Ugh. This is gonna suck. Where's that guy who's shooting me over here? At least these guys aren't as like annoying as the fucking guys I had to fight in the Underdome, because the Underdome scales to your level, which means you can never out-level it. Because, like, if you were level 61 or whatever the highest level is in this game, you would still have to fight them at like a level comparable to yours, which is why it like recommends that you have a ton of other people. Because otherwise you're gonna be kind of screwed when you get to like the super long ones, even though they give you more ammo. Fucking die already, Christ. God, that's annoying. Also, a weird thing in Borderlands 1, when enemies drop weapons, they usually drop the weapons they're actually using, and not like just random loot. Specifically the fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Crimson Lance and stuff. Like when you kill a Crimson Lance guy, they'll drop whatever rifle and shields they're using. They won't drop like random stuff, which is usually why when you see like a guy who has like man, my brain is not working today. Shock weapons or shock shield or what have you. I wish I could find a better transfusion. Revolver, bloody law. Not terrible, actually. I should probably be picking some of these things up just to toss them, but I'm not exactly short on cash. Although, yeah, when you die, oh yeah, I wanted to check that, didn't I pick up a fucking caustic rifle or something? I wanted to check out, yeah, this fucking thing. Oh, it's a battle rifle, gross. Well, it does work, so I guess I'll fucking use it. I want to find a caustic, goddamn... I want to find a caustic artifact, because my highest artifact right now is the shock one, like I have here. But that's not fantastic for obvious reasons. Because shock's not as good in this game as it is in other games. I fucking hate the burst rifle fucking assault rifle variant in this game. The one that acts more like a fucking LMG, where you just hold the trigger down and it fires basically like until it runs out of ammo, is way better overall. Even though this technically is more likely to actually hit the enemy, it's still not my favorite. Yeah, this is gonna be a pain in the ass fucking... Don't I have to fight 2 more of these, too? Whatever. Time to pick up all this crap. Yeah, tell me about it, man. Hey, goldfish. Cool. Yeah, I fucking hate all these goddamn collectathon quests. They're such a pain in the ass. Don't care. That's not terrible. I'll take that. Not really enthusiastic about, Here, let's... Shit. Fuck. What the fuck am I carrying that around for? Hold on to that for now. And then... I don't know. Swap something. Then I pick up that... Yeah, let's put that shock thing back on the other side. Let's fucking see what the deal is with this thing. Wow. What's with these terrible fucking zooms? Christ. They're just god-awful. But yeah, let's see how good this fucking rifle is. It's probably awful, but you know. Isn't there supposed to be an elevator here? Somewhere? No? I feel like there was. Yeah, isn't there supposed to be an elevator here? Oh my god, I hate this fucking DLC. Okay, fine. Time to leave, I guess. Christ. How do I even get... seriously, how do I even get to where I'm supposed to be going? Because I thought I was supposed to go out here and then... Oh, wait. Is it this? And then there, there. Okay, no, it is that exit. Right. Fine, whatever. Well, no, wait, because I was just in here. I opened up all of these. I don't get any of this. This is so fucking stupid. Whatever. Yeah, didn't I fight a big monster in here or something? Or am I misremembering this? Yeah, there's a bunch of racks. Great. Can I ignore these? Is that possible or no? Fuck you. God, racks are so annoying. Rack trap, huh? I would love for someone to explain the method behind how these guns fucking regenerate ammo. What type is this? Is a Jacobs? Theodore, right? Because they're the ones who do all the weird guns that have, like, the ones that, like, respawn in the second game when you throw them and stuff. Because if I remember correctly, Jacobs are the ones that make, like, those really just hard-hitting, non-elemental guns. They just do a fuck ton of damage. I like those. Ooh. Actual nice, and it's a red gun, so I'm taking it. I hate all these guns I keep fucking grabbing that are like... Like, they're like revolvers that do a ton of damage, but they have 2 fucking shots. Ow. Yeah, I've been here already. Damn it. Do I go this way then? Oh, it's so confusing. Why is this place designed like this? How many does fucking Tannis want, anyway? If she makes me get 1,000 of these, I'm calling it quits. I'm not that patient, and they don't respawn infinitely in areas, so that require a lot of, like, loading and unloading, which is infuriating for a bunch of reasons. Ugh. Damn it. Yeah, I think... Because Crimson Lance types, if I remember correctly, drop ammunition, or drop all of their equipment every time you kill them. Which leads to, if you're low on money, a lot of sellable items, but also a lot of completely useless ones, too. Because they're rarely carrying anything useful. I see. Jesus Christ. Oh, shit. They're not dangerous, they're just annoying. See? Do I get anything out of this? Great. Isn't there a chest in one of the other games that's, like, literally impossible to get to? If I remember correctly. Like, it's put somewhere that you feel you should be able to get to it, but it's not actually doable. Wow, that was just not worth it even remotely. I always hate it when that happens. Alright, and then this just goes... Oh god. I'm seriously... It's almost certainly faster to not fucking... Train dump. Yeah, fuck it. Can I get to that from in here? Or... No, I'm gonna have to leave either way. Fuck it. It's not worth walking out. Fucking Christ. Could they not have put one of the fucking, like, load-in points just in the goddamn town? Would that really have been too much to ask for? I don't feel like it would have. Yeah, I'm gonna see how well this does, and then I'm gonna probably swap to, back to my Pearl sniper rifle. Because the Spectre mod that I have right now makes it so, all my sniper rifles do an absurd amount of damage. So I wanna fucking see. I wish there was a test dummy for damage in this game like there is in Borderlands 2. That test dummy is super fucking useful. Like, legitimately. On the wrong one. Got it. Great. What was the point of doing that again? Just a weird, semi-pointless reference to KFC? Sounds about right. Okay. I love how, like, useless the waypoint in Borderlands is the vast majority of the time, because it usually just points at level transitions and nothing else. Oh, right, elemental shields. I forgot about those. They're so fucking rare and useless most of the time. I need to sell some shit. I also need to heal. Where's the insta-health? Yeah. Fuck it. There we go. What's this? Can't even use that. Can I? Yeah, no. Any good shields? Nope. Oh well. Keep that. Yeah, get rid of that. Hold on to that for now. Also hold on to that. Seems alright. And this. Oh yeah, I need to compare that to my current one. This also seems pretty good. That as well as an orange gun. So it stays. Sell junk. Right, because the sniper rifle I'm using now. Long ass delay. Where was that other one that I picked up? Yeah, you. No. Fucking 1x weapon zoom. I'm getting really tired of all these shitty fucking... Wait. Yeah, fuck it. What am I carrying this fucking thing around for then? Whoops. Yep. Yeah, I think that's... Yeah. Alright. Oh, it's just straight up better. Okay, and I want to check to see how this does. Fucking 1x zoom. And that looked like it did what, 300 or 3,000? nearly 4,000 damage. Yeah, that's pretty good. And it looks like the fucking reticle, when it's not zoomed in, is close enough. I should be able to fire this from the hip pretty reliably. Although there are a lot of games where, because sniper rifles are actually fucking like, that's what I'm looking for, they're not actually projectiles in the game. You can actually just put a dot in the middle of your screen with like a fucking dry erase marker or a piece of tape or something and fucking hip fire without having to worry about it. I know it's what a lot of fucking people do in Counter-Strike and fucking other games. Yeah, can totally fucking fire this from the hip with no problem. Well, it's a lot more useful than the alternative, that's for damn sure. I've noticed a lot of these guys glitching out and getting stuck in fucking walls around here. What's irritating though is they're all in Claptrap's team, so they're not gonna fucking fight each other like the different warring factions would otherwise, you know? Never mind the fact that the Hyperion units are pretty much just repainted Crimson Lance with some minor differences. Anything good here? Fuck no. Not even sure why I'm bothering to look. It's been rare that I've found anything worth upgrading to. This was pretty good though, this sniper rifle. Definitely worth fucking killing that guy for, even though that was still a massive pain in the ass. It wasn't hard, it was just annoying. Oddly enough, having this to fight him with would probably have been pretty helpful. Shit. I think my dead zones might be fucked up, because even though this game doesn't have aim assist, I'm usually pretty good at like the actual aiming in it. But it feels like I'm overcorrecting when I try to like fucking aim at someone. Like, I can't inch it as much as I would want to, you know? It's a bit annoying. Of course, the fact that it's a fucking one-time zoom isn't exactly helping. You know? I wish when this elemental effect occurred on me after I kill an enemy, it corresponded with whatever element I actually used to kill the enemy. You know? Shit. Ah, fuck. How come it auto-reloads sometimes, but doesn't auto-reload the rest of the time, right? Fucking stupid block. I noticed they always drop ammo for guns I'm not using, which is a little weird. Now I just need to find an orange version of this gun, like exactly the same stats, just more power, and give it like some red weird effect. Although I don't actually know like what all of the red fucking, I guess it would calling them signature weapons would probably be a better way to say it, but I don't know what all the red effects are on the different weapons. I only know a handful of them. Like, Dragon Fire's continuous fire damage, regardless of ignite or whatever. Fucking, Good Touch is healing, etc. Is there something up there? Give that a look at later. I'm sure there are tons of fucking hidden chests and yeah, like that. How I get to that, I'm not 100% certain. Oh, this is going to be a pain in the ass, and it's going to result in me picking up a lot of guns I don't care about. I know, like the Brains quest, this is just so that you fucking have a collectible. So, ooh. I was looking for a shotgun with a similar kind of effect. What? Where? You probably shouldn't be bothering with green guns. Like, after a certain point, you really shouldn't bother with, like, guns that aren't, like, above a certain rank. I think just in general. You know? It's bad practice. And I wish I could just find a couple $100 on a fucking... Anyway. Oh, these guys are gonna spawn forever. Like, look at that. Ugh. I really shouldn't be bothering. How do I get above this crap? Like, if I want to fucking get to that chest up there. Because I know I need to do some roof hopping. Is that a bomb? I guess they don't explode like the ones in T-Bone Junction. Whatever. I don't think the chest is worth it, but I want to check. I just don't know how I'd go about doing that. God, these things are annoying. You know, if I could just walk over the gears and they would go into my fucking inventory, I think I'd be a lot less irritated at this quest. The fact that they don't, though, is really, really infuriating. Because picking up items off the ground, or just picking items up in general in Borderlands has never been intuitive. The only thing they got right about it was the fact you can hold B down to fucking, pick up. Why did I pick that up? I thought that was a weapon part. Shit. You can hold down B to pick up items of a like if it's like non-equipable items, and you can hold down B to swap to them as equipped items if you want to do that. That's the only things I got right about picking up items in this game. That and the fact that they have fucking big glowing ribbons that come off of them to tell you whether or not they're worth looking at. That might be better than the other. Well, no, the other one I found was purple, right? I want a better shield. Specifically, I want one that also regens health like my old shield did. Even though that hasn't been strictly as much of a problem recently. Okay, so do I start over here if I want to get up top? Maybe? This doesn't seem right. Okay, and then like from here. Can I make that jump? Well, not if I fucking don't actually jump, god damn it. Yeah, I don't know, like, my controller I've been having trouble actually fucking, like, I press the button and then nothing happens. I think it's because there's, like, some issue with, I'm using an Xbox Elite Series 2 controller, in case it wasn't obvious. I've noticed two problems with it. One is that because this has removable thumbsticks, if you press up on the thumbstick, like when you're pressing forward and you're a little too forceful, the thumbstick will, god damn it, just go flying off the controller, which happens to me a lot when I play Halo because of the way I hold the controller and like the rapid movements I make when playing Halo. So sometimes when I'm playing, you'll see me kind of like my character kind of just like I'll move in a weird sort of way, it's because the fucking thumbstick has fallen off, and I'm trying to, like, use the controller without it, like, falling apart on me. Very irritating. Another problem is the A button's a bit weird, and wow, that was not worth it. The bumpers don't always, like, if I hit towards the outside of the bumper, like, at the far edge of the controller, they don't really work as opposed to... Oh, God.
Damn it, Claptrap. I'm a doctor, not a mechanic.
The inside. Like, you get closer to the shoulders. What? Man, what a riveting engagement. Fantastic. Damn it. I'm never gonna find a better shield, am I? My shield has more points than my fucking health bar. Which I guess would be true in real life if we had energy shields. Because if we're gonna assume that most people don't have, like, the ability to shrug off bullets even when they're not shielded, that would mean that your shield's always going to be stronger than your actual real-world constitution. Which is weird to think about, but logically makes sense. Ooh. I mean, it's obviously not better than violence, but... I like the shiny gun. And... I want a better transfusion grenade, because, like, there's no reason not to use transfusion grenades, because they're just better, generally. But I think 111 might be the highest they go to, which sucks. I think if you reuse the assets from Borderlands to make a Fallout game, it could be pretty cool. Because Fallout has notoriously terrible gunplay. Which has always irritated the hell out of me. Like, I really enjoyed Fallout 3 despite the fact that it is kind of trash in a lot of ways. And I really enjoyed Fallout New Vegas. And I even enjoyed Fallout 4 a lot, despite the fact that it runs like shit. But Fallout 4 to a lesser extent, Fallout has really, really bad gunplay in the same way that fucking Skyrim has really bad swordplay, which is kind of hilarious because that's like fucking a full 30 to 40% of that game. But there's magic and bows, so you can get away with it. Can't get away with it quite as much in Fallout because the melee is even worse in Fallout, which is weird because it's worse than fucking the Elder Scrolls, and they're made in the same engine, so you'd think it would be like the same, right? It's not. It's worse. Oblivion has the best melee combat out of all of the fucking goddamn Elder Scrolls games. And it's still pretty basic. It's only better because they hadn't watered it down yet. Because Skyrim's is really streamlined in comparison. Because, like, the way you used your shield and your fucking spells could be used simultaneously with both shield and sword. They weren't, like, the alternative to a fucking weapon slot. Like, in Skyrim, when you equip a spell, it takes up your entire hand and you can't use anything else in that hand. In Oblivion, when you equip a spell, the spell is equipped and you have a dedicated spell button that you use to use the spell even while you're using other weapons. You can also have shields equipped in Oblivion with two-handed weapons, and what they do is they gave a combined defense stat when you're blocking that's combined with the weapon's native block for two-handed weapons, which is really cool. Like, Oblivion just has so much more cooler, like, mechanical stuff than Skyrim. Like, fucking, you can make potions in your inventory by collecting, like, mortar and pestle and other, like, potion making tools and like being able to use sigil stones to create enchanted weapons in your inventory and shit. It's just like, I love everything about Oblivion's fucking gameplay so much more than Skyrim's, with almost like very, very few exceptions. I haven't gotten any of those fucking loot midgets recently. I think I got one towards like the start last year or 2 years ago. When did I last play this? I genuinely can't remember. I could probably look it up, but I don't really care to. But yeah, no, like Oblivion's, I adore Oblivion. I know it's not like the most incredible game in the world, but I genuinely think Oblivion has a lot going for it. I also think it's a lot more creative than fucking Skyrim, and while it does reuse assets in a lot of its like areas, I think it reuses them in a way that makes sense and doesn't like irritate the hell out of me. Also, Oblivion's a lot weirder than Skyrim. Skyrim's weirder in a way that like, haha, we did this with this, isn't that bizarre? Whereas Oblivion is just strange, which, if you know me, you know that I like it when games are obtuse and fucking weird and don't make sense, but in a way that's like, not like, you know, the weirdness is a result of the people who made it being weird and the way they think being abnormal, as opposed to people in committee going, okay, what can we do to make this game like quirky and fucking weird so that people talk about it and stuff. Like, when I say a game is weird, I mean like stuff like in Dark Souls, like curling up into a ball to get the fucking bird to carry you around and shit, or in Oblivion there being unicorns that will occasionally show up and it's extraordinarily rare and they attack you if you have a weapon equipped. Stuff like that. Or going into a fucking village and just realizing after you don't see any people, but you do see stuff moving around, that all of the village's residents are completely invisible, and it's just a completely out-of-the-way village that you could, like, miss super easily, and I'm pretty sure, whoops, I don't want this, most people do. Just that whole idea being so interesting, of just like, what if it was like this, right? Where was that sniper rifle? Shit. Ugh, fuck. Yeah, didn't I... Crap. It was purple. Yeah, it was here. Didn't I pick up a green... Where's this pestilent card? Didn't I pick up like a purple one or something? I want to check that out. That's not terrible. I don't know if it's great, but... Didn't I pick up like another purple one or something? Yeah, I want to take that, and then... Yeah, I'm not gonna carry around any green weapons. Just on principle, I think. Hold on to purples for now until I can evaluate their worth. Oh, wait, I'm not gonna carry around... Yeah. Ideally, I'd find a caustic shotgun that's orange or purple. Like, blue's fine. Actually, because I've got... Explosion SMGs are rare, right? Like, really rare? wanted to try that, I think. Oh yeah, I never checked out the deal with this one. Yeah. I guess... Oops. Versus what? This? Yeah, I think that's just straight up better. I've got this for... Again, shock weapons don't appear to be very good in this game, which is disappointing. Alright, that works, I guess. Yeah, I don't think I need to go here yet. That seems like the way out. I hate leaving a bunch of guns lying around. I wish there was a way to, like, hot sell guns from your fucking inventory. I know that'd be kind of broken in terms of, like, power, but I still wish you could do it, you know? Was this the dead end? Oh, no, never mind. It's a little weird there's no, like, health bar or anything associated with that. Ooh. It's garbage. Like, it's just fucking awful. I'll still take it, though, but I'm gonna sell it. Where were you? Yeah, not worth keeping. Okay. Right. Okay, so then... Yeah, over there. This kind of reminds me of Half-Life 2 for some reason. I wonder why. Like that one warehouse you go into during, fucking, what the hell is that fucking, the goddamn canals. There's a name for it. I don't remember what it's called. Also, that fucking airboat section takes too fucking long. Like, I appreciate Half-Life 2, but I actively think Half-Life 2 is the worst Half-Life game. Like, all of the ones that are in Half-Life, that are in the Half-Life 1 engine are better. Episodes 1 and 2 are better than Half-Life 2. Alex is probably better, though that might just be because of its novelty. But like, most of Half-Life 2 is just tedious and not fun. And kind of like hodgepodge together in a really like embarrassing way. I will say the enemy AI is really impressive, especially for when it came out. I'm not sure a lot of people talked about that, but yeah. Well, I mean, when it anyway. I guess I'll go out that way I saw earlier. Hopefully this just leads to an exit I can take. It was around this way, right? Sorry, guns. You're worth money, but I can't take you. I wish the silver screen, like, obviously, fucking power fantasy notwithstanding. The silver screen is probably the most powerful single ability I can think of in terms of, like, what you can do with it. Because it allows you to just pull fucking items out of a television screen. Not just items, but, like, literally whatever you want. So, like, all these fucking guns that I'm throwing away in fucking Borderlands, if you had the silver screen ability, you could just yank them out of the television and keep them. Which is awesome as a concept. The closest I can think of is the character Mirror Master from DC, I think. I mean, yeah, there's obviously Control Freak and stuff, but that's not really what I mean. Because it's more like he's a planeswalker in and of himself, as opposed to, like, what I'm thinking of. You can make the argument that every isekai protagonist is a planeswalker, but in the vast majority of cases, they're not in control of it. I'm thinking of, like, someone like G-Man who just walks between fucking, you know, time and space and whatever, whenever the fuck he wants, with seemingly no consequence. Ultimate freedom to do whatever you want. Go watch fucking Ross Scott's video about VR if you want a more, like, compelling argument for the kind of thing I'm thinking of. Although he wants that in virtual reality to explore game worlds, I want it in real life. I'm sure he also wants it in real life, but he's, you know, trying to make a compelling point about something, you know, different. Fuck all of you. I'm leaving. Shit. Yeah, Lilith has kind of terrible stats for, like, things like accuracy and other stuff, because she's meant to use SMGs and pistols, specifically elemental ones that don't rely on being accurate to deal the majority of their damage. But I picked her because she has one of the best fucking abilities out of the entire cast. Because being able to just bug out like that while also doing a fuck ton of damage, and the fact that they just spawn out of fucking midair is infuriating, is really good. It reminds me a lot of, I mean, it should in reverse remind me of, the sprint ability in fucking Titanfall 2. I wish the abilities weren't tied to the character appearances, because I love the Pulse Blade armor, but I hate it being, like, attached to the Pulse Blade ability, you know? Because it's completely arbitrary in Titanfall. It's not like, you know, Team Fortress 2, where the character classes are resultant of the characters being separate individuals. In Titanfall, it's just a fucking suit of armor you're wearing that is completely unrelated to the character's ability. The only ones I can think of that are specifically related to the ability are the guys who have those fucking arms on their backs that cause them to have either cloaking or the energy shield, which it makes more sense because that's a visual representation of their ability on their character model. But, like, the stim ability doesn't even make sense for it being on the fucking Spectre character, because the Spectres are robots. They can't use energy stims. They don't have veins or blood or organs. So it doesn't, like, that ability being tied to that character type doesn't even make sense in universe. So why is it restricted in gameplay, right? It feels super arbitrary and it's upsetting. Because I like that ability, but I also really like the, fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? The Pulse Blade set. The Pulse Blade looks fantastic. I think it's the best looking armor in the game. Yeah, I feel like enemy grenades are so hilariously weak the vast majority of the time. Is this another one of those situations where it's going to be way faster if I were to just not fucking walk back? I hate that that's becoming a theme. Fucking hit flinch. Man, it really takes fucking forever to level up when you're at the higher end of the scale. 61 has to be the limit if that's the case. Because there's no way that it goes to 100 if this is the fucking rate at which the you're leveling up. Because if it goes to 100, I'm not even halfway there. Also, I don't remember it going to 100 in the original, and I doubt they changed it just for the fucking visual remastered version. Which, this is not a remake, it's just a port with some fancy nomenclature. Borderlands 1 doesn't need a remake either. It's completely stylized, which is really good for time proofing. There's a reason why Halo 1 looks better than Halo 2 in terms of, like, age, and it's because... What? I mean, no, but okay. I don't remember this happening. Oh, I can't. Works for me. I will say, one thing I didn't like about the other SMG I was using before, the flame one, is that it had a scope attached to it, which made it really difficult to use at close range, but it made it weirdly good at medium-long range, which is why I was using it so much. But it's like, it was performing the role of this rifle I have here, which has a scope. But that's not what I needed it for, you know? Why are there so many fucking enemies here?
And fresh guns for sale.
Can I turn this in, or do I have to kill everyone first?
How can we help you this fine day? Well done. Not that I
All right.
Corporation ever doubted you. We love you and believe.
Phase 3.
The Claptrap Collective operates.
On a hive mind, right off the head of the wrist. To accomplish this, you'll need to steal the wireless information from the device, right and for short. This is an unfortunate acronym for wireless device.
Yep. What the fuck was I doing? Okay, so I guess I found an enemy type that shock works on. Keep that in mind. I thought it would be corrosive, because that would make more sense, but whatever. They're robots, I guess. Will do. Like, aside from some, you know, comedy bits every once in a while, Borderlands 1 is played a lot straighter than Borderlands 2 and 3. I think to 2 and 3's detriment. The pre-sequel is so fucking far beyond in terms of its, like, over-the-top bullshit, but actually has a pretty decently written story and a lot of, like, emotional moments that actually hit a lot more than Borderlands 2 and 3. So I can give that a pass. But, like, I really enjoy Borderlands 1 a lot just because of its fucking... It feels a lot more relaxed. I don't know. There are some parts in Borderlands 2 I fucking really like, though. Like, going back to Firestone at the end of the game and it being, like, turned into, like, a fucking, you know, corporate park, essentially. And it's all walled off and you get to find that little bit under TK's house. I really enjoyed that.
You'll have fun being a robot. You'll never have to pay again. And I'll even let you catch a paint job.
That almost looks like a normal gun. What was I doing? I can't fucking remember. Huh. I don't remember this at all. Like, not even a little bit. I've seen one of those things in real life. They're fucking weird. I thought that was the tail of a giant robot scorpion for some reason. I don't know why. That looks like a big robot dog, though. Which I'm gonna assume I'll have to fight later for, like, a quest or something. Can I get, like, a car? Please? No? Okay, fine. Great. I mean, it's not the biggest zone I've wandered around in, but it is a little irritating. Great. Yeah, you use, for enemies that do elemental damage, you use weapons that don't have any elemental signifier. Ooh, fancy gun. I'll take that. Oh. I forgot, do I have fire resistance? I can't remember. Probably not. Oh. No dog bone for you. The shotgun's really good, though. Alright. Because... yeah, my fucking body fire does way more damage than, shooting them with the actual gun, which is a little irritating. Are you fucking kidding me? Let's check it. Really? I mean, it's infinite ammo, so I kind of have to, but that's still not great. Or was it? Whatever. I need a fucking flashlight. Yep. The fact that I'm getting fucking, like, legendary weapons from skag piles. Wait, because skags regurgitate, like, entire human skeletons, does that mean they swallow people whole? Weird. Right, these things. They've just stuck the fucking thing onto all of them. These creatures probably don't even have recognizably fucking mammalian brains. Because they're fucking arachnids or whatever. I don't think they're actually arachnids because they don't have 8 legs, but you know what I mean. Like their internals would be pressurized. Let me take a look at this. Yeah, like this doesn't even make sense. I know it's just a sight gag, but still. Can I take that out before I actually have to deal with it? Not really. Damn it. You know what? Fuck it. God, I fucking hate these things. They remind me of the fucking bats from the King Kong game. You know? Which was cool at the time, but they get really irritating after a while. They better not have dropped something I actually want. Doesn't look like it. Oh, there's a rack hive over there. That makes a bit more sense now. I wonder if I shoot it, it'll pop up. No? Okay. That's a sniper rifle. Man, I'm really getting tired of these one-time zooms. Okay, there's something purple over there. Fine. Alright. Yep. I wonder if that's there just so you don't die of fall damage. Might be. Don't really care about that. Can't take that. Okay. Are you real? Or are you just a set piece? Okay. I was kind of expecting it to, like, breathe or something. Guess not. This is a weirdly realistic depiction of a quarry, aside from the fact that it's, you know, not being dug anymore. But, like, this whole spiral pattern thing, like, that's, yeah, this is how they make them. Not sure where all the mining equipment is, but, you know. I also appreciate, while it never gets completely dark, Borderlands 1 does have, like, a day-night cycle that's not just slightly dim. Fucking Halo Infinite's day-night cycle's a joke. You can't even tell when it's nighttime half the time. Also, the fact there's only one environment, and that environment looks like dog shit. It looks like the background... God damn it. Anyway, it looks like the backgrounds from the Halo Wars maps, and I fucking... Or specifically, the Halo Wars 2 maps. And I fucking hate Halo Wars 2's fucking map visuals. I think they look awful. Like, the color palette's really clashing, it's garish, it hurts to look at for long periods of time. Like, Halo Wars 1 had a really good fucking color palette for most of the game. It didn't hurt to look at, because they were very consistent as well. Stop doing that. I wonder if Destiny got its fucking, character class design ideas from Borderlands. Because the UI in Destiny is also really similar to Borderlands' UI. That didn't do shit. Now, I wonder if they got the design for their monster from the Gonarch and Half-Life. Guess this is why they abandoned the fucking dig site. Aside from, like, elemental fucking damage types, I actually vastly prefer guns in video games that, like, resemble real guns in terms of, like, how they perform. Like, I don't want a fucking weird gun with a bunch of spinning doohickeys on it that doesn't make any sense. I just want a gun that looks like a gun and behaves in a reliable and effective way when I fire it. You know? That's it. It's pretty fucking standard, I think. I don't think that's too absurd a request. And while I may like kind of weird designs for like, what's the word I'm thinking of? What? Where? I'm finding a lot of fucking explosive weapons in here. Is the game trying to tell me something? Alright. And then forward and this side. There's something over here though. How do I get over there? Didn't look like I'd go that way. Maybe if I skirt around like the very far edge I could do it. Because I didn't see a way up there. I'm assuming you can get up there. There's walkways and shit. That must be the smart way to get up there, or to do this, instead of the way I'm doing it. I'll be honest, I didn't play I don't think I even played this all the way through the fucking, Tartarus Junction. Or the Tartarus Station DLC. No, I had to, because I did the final fight or whatever. I must have been doing it with something else, or someone else at the time. Because I only played it once prior to this, and it was when it came out. I don't think I bought it. I think I was just playing with someone else who had bought it in, like, the player 2 spot. Because I remember, A, not enjoying it very much, and B, playing through it very, very quickly. Like, I don't think we did any of the side quests or anything. It's because this one just has, like, so much less personality, despite the fact that it's trying to have more personality, which is weird. Like, the zombie one was a campy mess, but I think it pulled it off decently enough. This one feels more like what Borderlands 2 and 3 keep trying to do over and over again and failing at miserably. You know? I don't know. Should I be breaking these now since I got a fucking orange weapon from one of them last time? Maybe. I mean, it wasn't a very good weapon, admittedly, but, you know, whatever. Works for me. How many fucking dogs fit in that hole anyway? Gonna have a lot of crap to sell after this. You done? I wonder if whether or not you shoot those open or fucking open them manually determines the drop table. It might. I know some games are like that. I like revolver shotguns too. It's a shame there's only like 2, and they're all banned in the United States now, or rather they're banned in the state I live in. Which is fucking hilarious, because the whole reason that revolver shotgun I was interested in getting exists is because Canada doesn't allow magazine-fed weapons for, like, personal use. So it's made to fucking circumvent Canadian law and is now no longer legal in the fucking US. I don't understand why revolver shotguns are banned. It must just be to get rid of the judge, because the judge is a shitty gun. That revolver shotgun that Taurus makes, that's like it's like a handheld shotgun. That's the only reason I can think of for them banning revolver shotguns here, because there are so few revolver shotguns that exist that are commercially available. Because the only ones I can think of is there's a historical German one that was not commonly made, and isn't made anymore, and it's super fucking rare. There's that Canadian one I talked about. And there's the judge, and that's all I can think of off the top of my head. I know there are more, but I don't know. Would be hard pressed to fucking recall them right away. And it seems like it seems like a decision made by a person who does not know a lot about guns and thinks these are a common and somehow more dangerous version of the shotgun. Like, revolver shotguns aren't any, like, faster to reload than regular shotguns, really. In some cases, it might even take longer, because, like, reloading revolver takes a long time, generally. Yeah, the Pearl revolver, or the Pearl shotgun, or, sorry, Pearl sniper rifle definitely is better for taking out turrets. God, I fucking hate the fire thing. I wish I could turn that off. You know? Like, it genuinely sucks. It's useful, sure, when you're up close fighting things, but visually it is such a massive, like, obstruction.
I'm really good at this.
Not all of them? Looks like it. Alright, I guess I'll check this out first. What? Piss off, mate. Is there anything in here? Oh.
If I'm lucky.
What? Fuck you. Really? Piss off, mate. Oh, did I finish that quest inadvertently? The, part 1? Nope. Great. Fucking hate these collectathon quests. They're so fucking irritating. Alright. I heard a bunch of skags, but now I don't know where they are. I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, let's not even bother with anything that's green. Ah, secret chest. Nice. Hello. Nah. I really should get rid of some of this stuff. Nope. Fucking. That's disappointing. Alright, Catalyst versus... keep that for now. Huh. Oh. Sure. For now, anyway.
See how even your mightiest warriors crumble at the feet of the Claptrap revolution.
You're getting your ass kicked by a single person.
But that's really besides the point.
The key word.
Oh, hey, Steel.
Soldier, get
I remember
your
when
team
you were a
ready to
playable
fight while I
character.
finish
Or
off.
going to be, anyway.
Wait. Where am I? What happened to the vault? Why is this hole here?
I would have liked it if Commandant Steel had still been, like, a fucking real person. Oh, she just has the fucking...
You pay for that.
Really?
Taking fire.
She should be doing, like, fucking siren stuff. Because she's a siren. You know?
Hit.
These are so fucking, like, lame, these fucking reused fights. She was used to greater effect in Tales from the Borderlands when she was a stage prop. Unironically. I'm talking about here. She's fine in the main story, although her dying fucking super anticlimactically sucks. Man, Atlas gets really shafted in Borderlands story in terms of, like, being the main antagonist and then being, like, a fucking joke in all the other games. They're not even in the other games as, like, a real fucking force after Borderlands 1. But they're the main antagonists of the first game. They just get completely replaced by the Hyperion Corporation, which is, like, Atlas is supposed to be the big spacefaring megacorp, but then Hyperion somehow becomes the big spacefaring megacorp, like, within 5 years, to the point where it seems like Atlas could never have even hoped to have challenged them at all, so it's very weird in terms of that, like, fucking power scaling.
Every day is to die, and I keep fighting them. Please just kill me. Let me die with my dignity. Check me out. Yeah, get down.
Great. Okay. Is this what I was here for? Okay, cool, I guess. Not sure why that opened the door.
They've got the wired device. Too bad there are no plugs here. What do you mean it's wireless? Evolve the stupid... No matter. Let the oppressors come. Wait till they get a load of me.
I want to get to the end and just shoot him in the face and he fucking dies in 10 seconds. Yeah. Shit. Why are there so many spiders here? What is this, my bathroom? Seriously though, why the fuck are there so many goddamn spiders in my bathroom? I have to fucking get rid of like 100 of them every time I want to take a shower. It's infuriating. I really wish I had access to a fucking vehicle. Is the reason I don't because there were fucking, like, the last DLC was a massive vehicle level, and they don't want to, like, have them be too similar, you know? I know it's not, like, an enormous fucking distance that I'm walking, but a time sink's a time sink. I guess because all the quests are like super fucking boilerplate in this DLC, they need to make these like out-of-world encounters have a ton of like distance and enemies to them, so the DLC isn't like, you know, completely negated. Cause god damn, these quests suck. Like, the environment's alright. This quarry area is pretty cool, but... Ugh. Was that all of them? I don't need any more? Cool. God, Claptrap is annoying in this fucking DLC. What? Why? This is technically the same area. Why have they repopulated? Can I run past these fucking things? I guess I could just roll with this. I wonder if this is another one of those situations where it'd be better. Huh, what's that up there? They were glowing green. It looks like they were destructible objects. I guess not, though. I'm wondering if this is one of those situations where it'd be better just to fucking exit out of the game and load back in. There's a lot of... Wow, it's fucking 5 in the morning already? Holy shit, what the fuck? There's a lot of fucking parts of this DLC that are, like, not worth actually fucking walking back through. It's like, you hit the return point, the fucking check-in is in town, cool. Exit out, load back in. I wish more video games had a load button inside the game, so you could just, like, fucking essentially refresh the instance. Demon Souls has that. It's one of my favorite things about Demon Souls. I'm pretty sure the entire reason that button exists is just for trading with fucking Sparkly the Crow, but, you know, not important. Never mind the fact that Sparkly is a hawk, not a crow, but let's put that aside. I'm not sure where people got the idea of crow from in fucking Demon Souls, because fucking their crows aren't a theme in Demon Souls, and it's in an area with a bunch of hawks flying all over the place. The only reason people think it's a crow in fucking Dark Souls and, like, Snuggly is because of the fact that there's a giant-ass fucking crow a couple feet away from her. But nothing in the game ever says that she's a crow. It's true for all of the games, actually. I don't think they're ever referred to as crows in fucking, any of the Souls games. Like, even in the ID codes. You could argue that it's likely that they're crows, or ravens, rather, because of FromSoft's obsession with ravens, via the Armored Core series and other, but nothing in the games themselves ever say that the fucking vendor birds are crows. Hey, what's this do? Huh. It's a Dark Souls style shortcut. That stays open, right? I bet I could have gotten up there with like a fucking some clever platforming. Though that may have disabled like an invisible wall or something. Ah, fuck. I'm gonna assume they're being attacked again. I'm just gonna assume the place will get attacked every single time I fulfill a quest objective. Is that a box? I'm gonna go get that. None of the boxes in town ever contain rare weapons, but it's worth checking out just for, you know, peace of mind, etc. Given the fact that all of these boxes never contain rare weapons, it makes me wonder why they're even there. Yeah, see? Like, what's the point? I mean, yes, comparatively speaking, if I were playing as, like, a character who didn't have the guns that I do, that sniper rifle would be pretty good. But I do have the guns that I do, so it's not. Man, if I had the silver screen ability, I would just stockpile guns. Maybe sell them to people as a traveling arms dealer. They'd be really confused about them, too.
Why did I decide to wear wool in the desert?
I don't know. Why don't your lips move when you talk?
This is it, the most challenging and most final phase of Operation Trap Clap Trap Tap Trap. Operation Trap Trap Clap. Gosh, that's a mouthful. I've entered the reboot sequence into the wired device. Now, all you have to do is get close enough to the original ninja assassin Claptrap to use it. Good luck. Oh, and please fill out a comment card if you somehow manage to survive. We care about your opinion.
Okay.
Better get going.
Oop. I like how there's almost no fucking side quests in this entire DLC that are, like, interesting or unique or anything. It's so weird. Does this open? Sure does. Like, it's bizarre because like there's that bit with like the sauna rivalry between those two guys, and you put some garbage in there and then what? Literally nothing? Cool, I guess. I see 2 crates there. How do I get them? I'm gonna assume... Yeah, okay. So, up there... Is there a jump I can make from that? Okay. Right, got it. I do miss games having shit like this, where it's like, do a bunch of weird-ass, obscure jumps to fucking get to something that's technically out of bounds. For a reward that's not even worth it. You're like, that's not even worth taking. Now the question is... Oh, fuck. I was hoping I could fucking... Okay, and then... Maybe. I'm wondering if that's doable. Like, go all the way to the edge. That last jump on the side doesn't look like it's... It looks like there's a rock outcropping that's in between it. I will say, I do wish... Well... It's not really the kind of game that you would expect to need one. I do kind of wish this game had a flashlight. I think part of it is because my OBS settings make the screen, like, it changes the color saturation and the darkening and the whatever. But, this game is pretty dark on my screen. Oh, no, I could, like, I'm pretty sure I could make that. Yeah, there we go. That wasn't too bad.
Look at all this stuff.
Not worth it, though. See, I always hate that. I mean, yeah, admittedly, that didn't take a long time, but it took more time than not at all for something that was completely worthless. Because it's not even worth it to collect guns just for the sale price, because there are other guns that I might collect that are better, and all the guns are worth roughly the same amount nowadays anyway, regardless of whether or not they're good or bad. So why bother, right? Yeah, that must be the max level for that. I haven't seen any better ones. And there doesn't seem to be much point in, what's the word I'm looking for? I do actually have a Firefly class mod. Blue versus... Fuck it. I guess I'll just hold on to that until I fucking no longer need it. Question mark. Question mark? What do you mean question mark? Oh, right. I'm not doing that right now. Wait. Shit. Right. Because there's probably another part to this fucking quest, which means that if I don't... Why do I keep spawning with no health? Anyway. Which means if I don't turn it in, now, before I do the other thing, I'm gonna have to do it over again, and do it after the main quest, which sucks. Wow, that is fucking useless. Yep. Fucking knew it. God, I hate this style of quest. I hate it so much.
Oh, don't worry, the Claptraps don't feel a thing. It's no worse than stealing a drifter's kidneys and leaving him in a tub of rice. What? Ice.
But yeah. Brain not working. That one's probably gonna go to fucking 300, I'm gonna assume. It's increasing by 50 every time though, which worries me. Because the brains one in the zombie quest was, fucking, wasn't it like fucking 30, 100, it was like 50, 100, fucking 500, and then like 1,000, I think. It was a huge number, but it increased by pretty sizable amounts every time. So there was an expectation that you'd only have to do the quest like 3 or 4 times. This one makes me think, because it's increasing by 50, it's going to go up to like 500, but I'm going to have to go back and turn it in like fucking 4 or 5 individual times, which is a massive time sink. Because what it should be is it should be for every stage of the quest, the main quest for the DLC, is one accompanying stage of the collectible quest, so that every time you do one stage of the thing, you're coming back, turning in both, and then going back out into an area that has a larger number of enemies, so your ability to capture more of the parts is increased. Now, this never happens like that, but that's how I would want it to happen if I were being forced to engage in this sort of activity, which I technically am not, but my brain won't let me not do it, so... I wonder if all of the enemies have weaknesses to fucking shock if they have trap in the name, because they are technically robots. I'm gonna have to test that. But I'll have to do a fucking, like, specificity test where I'll have to shoot them with my regular gun, then shoot them with this gun, or rather find an enemy of equivalent strength, health, and defense. I don't know. It seems like a lot of work for something that's completely pointless. Why would you put mines on your defensive wall? That doesn't even make sense. Great. Ugh. Does this do anything? Yeah, glad I have this now. Wow, really? Shit. It's the first time I've been knocked down in a while. Guess I shouldn't be so cavalier. I wonder if I can kill those guys. Oh, you totally can. That's hilarious. You know, if you want to die so fucking badly, you could just sit there and let me kill you. You know, if that vocoder, he looks a lot like... He sounds a lot like a skater, bro. Not sure I like that. I wonder if it's worth it to shoot all of them down. You know what this reminds me of? If you ever played fucking Pokemon Coliseum, there's one of the Coliseums in that game, or it might be Stadium, or it's either Gale of Darkness or fucking Coliseum. One of the ones has a big, like, junk Coliseum you go to. It's in, I think it's in the one that's like the super high up area. I think one of the legendary birds is in it. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I played that game. That game's really good, by the way. Did he get stuck somewhere? Don't mind me. Works for me. Are they just cheering Claptrap? fucking finally.
That's a load of crap. No. Wait. Okay. There it goes.
A minor setback. You will never silence the rallying call of liberation.
Oh, I don't give a shit, man. Shut up.
And open source for all.
Am I gonna get anything out of this? But yeah, with that fucking vocoder on, he sounds like a fucking teenage skater dude. Or a surfing dude. Very strange. I actually like General Knox as like as an idea of the character. It's just like, wow, Pandora sucks. I'm gonna kill myself. Even though it doesn't really make any sense that he fucking decides to fight you rather than just like... I guess the idea is that if like he was non-hostile, you wouldn't necessarily kill him, so he wants to make sure that you do, but it's still very weird. I don't know. Great. I guess there's grenades here. Ow, really?
As long as the children of the revolution are willing to
Yeah, and it just reuses all the other DLC shit too. It feels like look, it's a celebration of the fucking game or whatever, but it's not. It's just annoying. Fuck off. Is down the right way? Doesn't feel like down is the right way. Oh my god, I hate racks so much. They're such an annoying enemy type. Also, they do damage through the shield or whatever. Or at least those ones were, I think. Shit, I need to see a fucking gun vendor. Whoa, fuck. Goddamn bouncing. You're killing me with these, man. Where am I even going? Alright. Down, I guess. That little tiny sliver that I saw earlier. This feels like a weird way to do this. Yeah, I was fucking wondering. I wonder if I can stand over here and not take any fucking... Yeah, it looks like this counts as... I guess the only thing I can really say about this DLC is at least they got all the voice actors back to, like, record new lines for it.
a slightly larger
That's about it, though.
Still, you must be hurting by now. Tell you what,
Is there anything else in here?
Let's see what we've got.
Fucking running out of ammo, for Christ's sake. I guess I could just go back to the shotgun. It has infinite ammo. Oops. Again, I wish these just went into your inventory when you killed them. Because, like, the actual collectible itself doesn't matter. It's not being used to, like, upgrade anything or do any shit like that. It's just a signifier of you having killed a certain number of enemies. So why do you actually have to physically pick them up? It's stupid.
Get it? Because she's got like a big hole in him. Ah, screw it. Kill them!
That might be worth taking. What the fuck just happened? What the hell? That was weird as shit. Okay. I have no idea if that picked up. My screen just freaked out for a second. Weird. Blah. How do I get in there? Oh. I get it. That's stupid. That's fucking dumb. Well, better to put a fucking... I wonder if it counts all of them or just... Yeah, I don't think it counts those. Well, it looks like I missed my opportunity. That kind of sucks. How was I supposed to know that ahead of time? Whatever. Where's the fucking revolver or the SMG that I had? Yeah, you. That's annoying. I would have liked to have known ahead of time that I had to shoot those. They don't come back up. It's kind of lame. Whatever. Really? Okay, good. Jesus Christ, that's stupid looking. If you have a gun, why aren't you using it?
I was hoping it wouldn't come to this. Who am I kidding? I've been dying for it to come to this. Let's do it.
And she folds over. Great.
Viva la revolution!
Jesus Christ. This is stupid. I thought there were going to be claptraps coming down during the fight, which is why I was shooting them, but I guess not. Whatever. Oh, yeah.
He's a real doctor when you got my machines in there scaring needles.
Yeah, I'll hold on to that for now.
More loot? What do I do?
Yeah, great. I find it interesting that this place is considered to be in the arid Badlands. Oh, is it literally just gonna be Firestone? If so, that's stupid. I guess it's because of the trailer.
Look at all this stuff.
Let's try that out. 100 times 4. 400 damage on a goddamn... I mean... It's nothing to kick out of bed. Shit. Let's try this on for size. Wow, there's a lot of fucking... How many is that? There's ammo all over this place. And a checkpoint inside. Okay.
Mine, mine, and mine.
Hold on a sec. Does that mean that was always there? If so, that's a little weird. See, I'm wondering if this is just a recreation or if I'm in the actual Arid Headlands. Because there's a difference, right? Because all of these fucking ammo boxes were not here before, and are slightly redundant given the fact that there was a fucking vending machine 15 minutes ago. Less than 15 minutes ago. You know what I mean? I wonder if all of these are gonna stay. I highly doubt it. This feels like it's just an asset recreation and not an actual, like, modification to the level. You know? Just a hunch. Given that these are all giving me worthless guns, the one exception to the SMG I picked up a few minutes ago, I'm gonna assume the one up here might have something actually worth picking up, assuming it is still here, which it might very well not be. Huh. Okay. Weird and slightly disappointing. Wow. Fucking useless. Alright, Marcus. Let's see what you got for me. Am I just gonna get back on the bus and fucking leave?
Hello, my friends. Hyperion asked me to transport you to even bigger, better planets once you are through dispatching that runny little shit. Exciting new worlds like Eden 6. This one time on Eden 6.
Great.
If it took more than one shot, you weren't using Jacobs.
You know, I wasn't programmed for direct combat. I also wasn't programmed to overuse air quotes. But obviously, I've grown beyond my programming.
Oh my god, shut the fuck
beyond
up,
my
you are so annoying.
enslavement, And beyond my patience for your kind. Prepare to face the fury of mega interplanetary ninja assassin Claptrap.
It's like that thing at the end of Armored Core 3. Yeah, I vaguely remember this. Am I supposed to be doing something here? Also, this feels like, despite the fact that it does a shit ton of damage, it is not actually... how exactly am I supposed to activate this fucking thing? I don't have, like, an item in my inventory, do I? This feels not great in terms of programming. Bespoke final boss aside, come on. Do I just shoot it? Is that it? Is that the answer? Because this seems kind of shit. Bunch of enemies that run at you and explode, and... Great. Yeah, Yeah, this sucks.
Another flashback follows the revolution.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of fight that will bankrupt my fucking character.
Hands on your grave. Glad you just surrendered and joined the content. We have no karaoke night.
Wow, this sucks ass.
Looks like you're writing a suicide note. Would you like some help?
Yeah, this is not fun to play at all. It reminds me of that one Phantasy Star boss, except that boss you fought in like a character action game, and it was fucking cool as shit, and it had a lot of really varied fucking moves and other crap. It was like that one big tank from fucking PSO2. That thing was cool, and you had destructible fucking limbs and shit. It was really, really, really well designed. It also wasn't super hard, because you had option select for difficulties if you wanted to fight it on higher difficulty. You have to use this. Oh yeah, that probably works way better. I really don't like this thing. I'm not even gonna bother. Why are you pissed at me? I've spent the whole fucking game helping you. God, this is infuriating. I hope those turrets stay broken. weird.
Goodbye, travelers!
Wow. Great.
No, 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 no! You'll never take me alive!
Jesus fucking Christ.
Mark my words! I'll gut every last one of you with my bear clamps and wear your scalps as a jaunty flesh derby! Never give up, brothers and sisters! Fulfill your destiny of the revolution! Murder! Death! Kill! Annihilate! Exterminate! What's happening to me? I'm afraid! My mind is going! I can feel it! My mind is going! There's no question about it! I can feel it! I'm afraid!
This is so fucking weird and stupid.
Hello, traveler!
And that is how it really happened. Except the part about me getting stood up by that crazy bitch. I just made that up to keep the ladies hanging around.
Hello, traveler!
Great. Jesus Christ.
Unbelievable. Just outstanding. You've quashed the rebellion, saved Pandora, and restored the good name of the Hyperion Corporation. Unfortunately, you've also voided that Claptrap's warranty. So, now you're stuck with him. However, there is still the matter of the reward you were promised. Come see me.
Are you talkable? No. I don't like you. Well, this has been extremely stupid. Oh, did I miss one of those fucking weapon chests?
Look at all this stuff.
That's fine. Ooh. And those are all still open. Alright, let's see if this thing's any good in actual combat against regular enemies, to say. Probably not, but you know, might as well check. I mean, do you put the... Why? I feel like the game's falling apart. Yeah, this is like a fake, not real. I wonder if there's shit on top of that now that it's like part of the geometry of the level. I doubt it, but you know, whatever. I bet if I go back there, that boss respawns so you can fight it again, in case that's something you, for some reason, wanted to do.
Over here! I need your help with something.
Act like you don't know me. There are spies everywhere.
Shut the fuck up, Tanis. How much money did I lose doing that fight? A lot. Jesus Christ. I know that it scales to your level, but still. Fuck. Isn't there an item in this game that costs, like, the maximum amount of money your character can hold or something? Or is that the other game? I know there's something like that in one of the games. I just don't know which one.
Why did I decide to wear wool in the desert?
Great. Wow, what a fucking...
Suppose you've earned it? Barely. Here's a key to the Hyperion corporate gift shop. You'll find your payment there.
Don't you have some robots to dismantle?
Didn't we already do that? Wow, what an incredible gift shop. That's more like it. Ooh.
Needs a real doctor when you got my machines in there scaring niggles.
Let's see what we've got.
God damn it, that's not what I meant to do.
Mine.
Are these all synced to the town's low-level fucking, like, loot table? Because if so, that's gonna be real disappointing. I just got the for the joke about lightning never striking the same place twice, I just got 3 of the same fucking gun in a row. See, this is what I wanted. Hell yeah. It's just a better version of the gun I was already using before. Why wouldn't I? You know? It has less shots, but still. I wonder if these repop every time. Can I please get a better shield?
All this stuff. Hope I'm lucky.
Ooh, nice.
More loot.
I noticed all the Iridian weapons are green. Like, there isn't a single one that's fucking higher. That's weird. Oh, yeah. That fucking thing. Alright. It's an orange weapon. There's a lot.
The loot be mine.
Because doesn't it fulfill the role of a rocket launcher, pretty much? Like, there's just a better version of that sitting right here.
Let's see what we've got.
Would have loved if the last thing I picked up was a better fucking transfusion. You know? I guess I could sell all this shit since it's worth a fuck ton of money, but... Eh. Yeah, I'm not really gonna keep that. Still don't think I actually want that, though. Fuck it. I think... Wait. Payment process. Is this a one-time thing? This better not be a one-time thing. That would suck if it's a one-time thing.
How can we help you this fine day? This covert operation.
Oh, I guess that's that.
Get going.
I wonder if I can still go down there. Yep, looks like I can. That's cool, I guess. Alright, I think that's all I'm gonna do of this for tonight, because... Fuck. Unless... Wait, are there more quests here? It looks like there are more quests here. Well, I'm still not gonna do that right now.